Hey guys, this episode is brought to you by Spunk Lube. If you guys came to the live show in Atlanta and you guys got to play with the fun little lube that was in the VIP bags, it's super awesome. Weezy said she tried it herself. It looks like real fucking cum.
Did you open it yet?
So I opened it because I didn't want to wait too long to play with myself. So I was like, let me use this lube to play with my clit. And it felt like my own juice. I was like, okay.
It's nice.
It was actually really nice.
It looks...
I want some.
I'll bring you some. No, I'll bring you some lube, too.
Oh, yeah,
no.
we got mad lube.
We got hella lube left
it's not
over.
like instant cum that comes out. It's like the lesser... It's like the clear, light white cum.
The pre-cum.
Yeah, it's like
pre-cum.
There you go.
Yeah.
But it's super...
Damn, what is this my show or not?
Yeah. Hello? Yes, pre-cum.
I could not get... I'm sorry.
I have pre-cum. No.
Right, he knows what it is. But no, I want to...
Is that pee or pre-cum?
Super shout out to Spunk Lube once again. You guys can follow them on Instagram at Spunk Lube. And also check them out at spunklube.com. If you guys are coming to the New York live show, you guys will also be getting some there because they are sponsoring our New York live show at all. Our show this week is also brought to you by SheOrgasms. SheOrgasms is brought to you by Melanin Milk. It is a natural herbal supplement created to enhance a woman's sexual experience, not just for tonight, but for a lifetime. Think about how wet you get. Now multiply that by a running faucet. Acquire the energy and focus needed to deeply climax. Not to mention increasing your drive and hunger, turning you into a sexual animal. Animal.
A running faucet, bitch?
I want to be a sexual
animal. The fuck you talking about?
So
do I need to wear a diva cup?
Well, if you guys came to the live show as well and you guys got... I'm done. I hate her so much. SheOrgasms also sponsored the live show in Atlanta. So if you were a VIP guest, then you got those beautiful capsules that are for sure to help you orgasm and come and all that good stuff.
You took yours yet?
I haven't taken mine yet because
I'm
I
scared.
haven't had, I kind of want to wait until I can wear lingerie and get all super freaky because I feel like I want to fuck a lot already. So I want to wait till I know I have a long time to just fuck.
I innately inside of me an animal. Is that what you called it?
I am. I'm an animal. Fuck off. Anyways, guys, welcome to yet another episode of Horrible Decisions. This is your girl Mandy B.
I'm Wheezy.
And we are sitting here with a wonderful motherfucking guest. We're just going to slightly introduce you because everybody already know you.
Can I have a
real
little bit of
life.
shade? I just want to throw before you introduce yourself.
Don't even start. No,
I have been asking you to come on this podcast for a long fucking time.
Nigga.
And I realized until we got a little lit, until we got loudspeaker, now you all of a sudden available?
So let's get into that. First of all,
get into it.
Hello world, this is Assante. Say hey Assante. That's where I go by on my social media.
Oh, drop the social media
early. Let me congratulate
early.
you two.
Thank you.
For joining Loudspeakers Network.
Thank you.
I don't even really know what the fuck that means. I'm just happy for you.
We're there with you.
Because I have a podcast on Loudspeakers Network called The Friend Zone for people that are listening that don't know what the hell that is or who I am. And I actually was fucking with y'all before y'all got signed. Not only was I fucking with y'all before y'all got signed, I was one of the people that told Mauro before, way back in the day, and then he was like, yeah, I just got this new podcast, blah, blah, what do you think about them? I was like, oh, I love them. I told you about them. So if y'all got some sign-on bonus or something, I want me a piece. Since y'all want to get it started, I'm just letting y'all know. All right, let's do that.
He need that check, Chris. He need that trick.
I ain't gonna front. You were the only me and Mandy went to a loudspeaker Christmas party. Chris Morrow invited us and A King. And I was like, damn, who are we going to know there, blah, blah, blah. We both at the same time, Assante should be there, so we'll be fine.
We both said that. Assante gonna be
and
there.
then, shockingly, we ended up hanging with Crystal the whole end of the house.
I was lusting over Fran in her jeans. God damn, that ass is fat.
Here y'all go.
No, listen. So if you guys follow my Snap, and this is finally an episode that we posted on time so we can live in real time. So I went to a party on Saturday, missed Assante because he came in CP time. But I was there early. Shout out to Jade of all Jades.
Yes,
from Jade and XD and Getting Grown. And me and my friend were looking at Fran's ass. Friend had a hat on, so I didn't see all the hair.
On Saturday, too.
On Saturday, she had these black pants on. So me and my friend was just like, God damn, you think it's we had to, you think it's real conversation.
Gotta be real.
Because, but Fran's waist is so small, and we were just looking.
Did
and
she
then
work out?
Jay came down to get Fran. I said, oh shit, that's Fran. I'd have lusted over that ass before.
Man.
Beautiful.
Amazing woman.
Let me tell you, my head was so blown up because some people were tweeting us oh, they mentioned you guys on the friend zone. And then Fran was like, oh, yeah, I know who's doing your party with you. She's cute. I said, she sounds cute. Bitch, I played that shit 10 the fuck back times.
I got jealous because I was like, I was on that first.
Oh, ooh. See, I'm
Just
about to
listen.
Hunger Games on my friend.
Hey, friend.
No, but I did before we get into
Shit, I'll do natural hair.
the show. I
Who's
wanted
gonna be the front hay? Who's gonna be the back hay?
I'll put some castor oil, cocoa, whatever the fuck she wants.
Well, listen, I'll keep eating her pussy even if she farts. So let her know I don't care.
That was, by the way, for
That
those
was-
of you who maybe haven't heard past episode
I was about to say,
6.
that's when they about to turn it off. Just
No.
for the people that haven't listened. Just for the people that haven't familiar, they're gonna be like, all right, and that's why I stopped.
Damn, friend zone listeners, stay on. It gets good.
This is how it goes down on Horrible Decisions.
You know.
Very sex positive podcast.
Yes.
So I actually
no
wanted to
holds
talk
barred.
about that real quick with you since we got you on. A lot of people have been hitting us up, and this is just for the people who are listening because they see Podcast Connect. What advice, or you've been doing podcasts for a long time, we're just now getting lit. We have a lot of people that hit us up asking us about advice on how to start their podcast.
Bro, I'll be
How
looking
do
at
we
that
do
shit
it?
like, bitch, how?
Bitch, how? So you're like a vet in this game.
How long have you had the friend zone?
Wow, y'all asking me time questions. I try to look at calendars.
Oh, listen, I'm gonna tell you
so-
something. We are terrible with questions. Everybody be in the comments like, damn, let him talk. So we
No,
probably
y'all
gonna
are
ask
good.
you
We gonna
something and
ask
then
you something now.
tell you the
No, I'm
answer.
just saying, I'm bad with time to answer your question. I'm just really bad with time. But
That's
all
the
I know-
weed.
That's the weed. That's the weed. All I know is since the beginning of the Friend Zone podcast, or even before that, what I realized about people that want a podcast, which is why I knew the two of you would have such a great podcast, a great show. Which is why I'm saying,
Thank you.
being South to Loudspeakers Network, whatever that means. Y'all are people that want to genuinely do a show. Like, y'all have something that y'all want to talk about, something that y'all believe in, sex positivity. And let me just say this before I continue. I don't think I would be here on this podcast show with y'all or have the courage to do this shit without Dubs. Because Dubs was one of the original people on
She was.
YouTube
I said that
sure.
doing
too.
them fucking sex positive videos. When that bitch was talking about how she just
And it
sometimes
was
she's
not
gonna suck a
cool
dick.
to
It
be
was
a
not
slut
cool.
then.
No.
It was not cool at all.
I had
But
a
her
man at the
ass-
time when did you know how I met Dub?
Oh,
I was
no.
a fan of hers on YouTube.
We were both a fan of hers on YouTube.
So I was a crazy fan of her on YouTube. We would talk for a year. She was coming to Florida for graduation at FAM, and I was like, yo, come to Orlando and meet me. She came to my house. My ex at the time was like, why is this bitch coming to this house? I was like, I don't know. I just felt so connected to her. We sat in his bed, our bed. I lived there. 5 hours talking about the things she's been through, sexually, me, emotional abuse. Like, we were just breaking down and, like, just connected from there. And he would say things to me like, I don't know why you friends with this bitch, but she hot. Like, he liked her. But it was like, no, but you can't be like, are you kidding me? Like, you want me to think that you not in the club shaking your ass like this bitch gonna be shaking ass? I know she's shaking ass. And I'm just like, I don't know what to say. Bro, we went on a cruise together.
yeah, that was crazy. This
3
was before I was too scared to
hours.
take Molly.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
We
I still haven't
we
done it
snuck
yet.
liquor in shampoo bottles.
Oh, yeah.
We cleaned out shampoo bottles and put liquor, and one of them was still had kind of a little soap in it. But we ain't give a fuck. We was all, some of us were underage.
It was soapy
and
Patron.
we couldn't get the
So we can't
wristband.
wait
Now
for
What do you mean,
Wow.
some of us, bitch?
all of us were. I was only 20. So
Who was
Dub was the only one who was legal. All of us were underage. But we
Well,
was like,
don't
bitch,
get
we
her
gonna
in
be
trouble.
drinking.
What's the statute of limitations on this?
Nigga,
Oh,
whatever.
nigga,
So-
this was like 7 years ago. You know,
I
it's
think
all
you got
7
that.
Oh,
years,
yeah, right.
right?
We were 20.
We were 20. So it was so much. We like snuck liquor in there. They was sneaking Molly. This was before I was like, oh no, Molly. Came back. They got me to do Molly when we got back to Orlando, and I was fucking in a parking lot down the street because I was like, see, that's why I shouldn't have been doing Molly. But no, Dove is amazing. She has a lot going on now, and so I'm glad that you were able to open up through her to then be.
She has a
introduced to
podcast, by the way,
Yes.
too, y'all. It's called Youngish. Her and her son talk and teach each other, and it is so cute and so amazing. So if you and your kid want to have a podcast to listen to, it's called Youngish. You could like play it in the car on the way to school. It's a dope podcast.
So
Check it out.
basically, though, what you said is you knew we had something to say. Do you think
Yeah.
that that's kind of important? Because I think a lot of people now who are starting podcasts
Just
just
wanna
want to
do a
talk
podcast.
and just want to do a podcast. You think they need to have a purpose?
So I
basically.
think
What
that's
do you
what's
think?
going to make your podcast successful. I think we all can have a podcast. Anybody can do it. It's kind of like the new thing to have on social media.
It
Like
is.
the way I look at it. Like everybody at
Bless
one
you.
point
Thank you.
had, a MySpace page. Whoever had the hottest page at the time was just hot. It mattered,
Right.
on a small scale, who had who was in who's top 8, but on a larger scale, who had the hottest page was such a big issue. Like if you had a hot page, clearly you did something. Your ass could have just been a high school, middle school fucking student doing shit, and you have a hot ass page and a damn celebrity
Oh yeah,
reaching out to you.
we
thinking you
was
official.
popping
See-
on our MySpace, and we was
I
in
mean,
high school.
it was just, it's like Insta chick thing. Like,
Exactly.
yeah, same.
So then think about a podcast. You could be from bumblefuck nowhere, but if your ass got some shit to talk about and a good ass show, people are gonna listen. They're just gonna be like, damn, like they got something to say, whether it's something that speaks to your case is sex positivity.
I'm glad you gonna fuck up your words like I do, cause
I told you
I don't want to be the only one.
I need a blanket up in here. I need a fine man to come up in here and hug up on me or something. Like I'm just saying, since since I'm
are you really that cold?
I am trembling a little bit.
I am trembling a little bit.
So I said if there's a fine man on deck, I will, take one. No, this ain't that kind of studio.
Right.
I'm just saying, I'm making horrible decisions, so I'm thinking about long-term, right?
What you think? I'm waiting for somebody to pop out. Like
when y'all get y'all TV show and y'all have y'all couches and shit, and y'all have fine niggas around
manifest
the set.
it.
I'm right here with y'all. I want to be the resident gay. I want to come on whenever y'all talk about gay shit.
Do you
know
gay people? I want to do the whole 9 with y'all.
Ooh, you could be the resident gay.
Whole 9.
Maybe we could do it every 15.
The whole 9, huh?
Why not?
Don't leave none
you know
of it out,
why
huh?
people gonna be disappointed? The black gay episode show. So
I'm glad all of us fucking up our
right. It ain't just
making us
me.
nervous.
You know what it is? It's a holiday weekend, but like we
really in here on a holiday weekend. I'm mad that this is what the fuck we decided to
We should have been asking you a question and tips for men. But I feel like just in honor of the friend zone, and plus I don't want to like scare you off.
You are not. There's nothing you can do or say to scare me off.
Okay, well
you
let's
have a persona.
You know what, real quick, let's get
I'm gonna read my icebreaker questions then, nigga.
We gonna break the
Here,
ice with your
boom.
ass.
First one. Have you ever swapped semen?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's what I said I wanted to do. Was it fun?
So for me as a male, I think it's more fun, and this is gonna sound really stupid or fucked up, but I just think it's really hot when you're semen swapping and you have beard. And it's like
when it
coming
gets stuck in the beard.
I like that.
You so nasty.
Now, you know what? I don't need no SheOrgasms, nigga.
I'm not gonna lie.
I am a running faucet.
I will say that's the pleasure that I get even from like writing a face. I don't really care for
Me
that
too.
like that. But when I could see myself on their face, I'd be like, I just play with
G's
it.
told me to clean his beard off the other day.
I love it.
And then I think I was about to grab the sheet, and he was like, no. I was like, oh, my bad.
I don't know what I was watching, but the other day I heard somebody refer to it as the flavor saver, and I was like,
oh, wait, let me put that in my phone.
I see that shit, I was like, oh.
Okay, well, and this is a question that we haven't asked in a long time, but everyone knows this to be the show. Would you rather lick ass or suck toes?
Ooh. This is gonna be easy for me. Lick ass.
Oh, okay.
I just don't
we were all just waiting. Like,
I just don't see toes. I'm not a foot person, even though I've met some people with some very, very nice feet.
Can I be honest with you?
Go ahead.
So, and y'all don't judge me. We're not gonna turn this into a conversation. But I was laid up with Felon Bay the other day. Felon Bay. And so we was laid down. We was laying out. Shut up, watching Black Panther because I finally watched it because you can rent it now for $4.99, but I did $5.99.
That nigga went to jail basically.
All
right,
shut up. It's okay. But anyways, it doesn't matter. Anyways, we was laying down and I was actually playing footsie with, and his feet were so smooth. It came to my mind like if I could probably do something with the feet because they felt
I do
want to
say one thing to you because you said y'all don't come for me. You said 2 episodes ago that you loved playing with 24/7's feet.
I do, and now this is.
So
I know.
I don't know. That is called
24/7's feet. Like I like when we.
You want to get foot fucked?
No, like we lay down, and I just like to rub. They both have really nice.
So I'm gonna
soft
tell you what
feet.
you need.
I don't want to get foot fucked.
You do.
I do not want their toes in my pussy.
You're not ready. It could be in your asshole.
I don't want
While
it in
you're
my
sucking
asshole.
dick,
No, bro. Fuck you. No.
I don't want the feet anywhere near.
Well, she been liking him to play footsie, so
I have
Footloose
just
over
been
here.
liking to play footsies. That doesn't mean I want them to put their toes in my fucking holes.
Would you consider putting your toes all over their stuff, like a foot job? Like, would you do that for them?
If they want it, but I'm one of those that whatever my partner wants, I'll try. I'll do. Like, I didn't want to piss on a nigga, and I still pissed on him because he wanted me to piss on him.
Footloose.
That's real.
You know, fuck you. This bitch is singing Footloose. Fuck you.
Because
fuck you. I don't
once the feet go loose, man, to be like, oh, they're so
the
smooth.
feet were they smooth, bitch.
So since I'm here, I feel like I can do like a whole confessional.
Confessional. Let's go.
Well, since we talking
we
about...
can make that your segment.
Go ahead.
Whole confessionals. Okay, well, since we talking about feet,
wait, what's the slutty thing to do for like a whole confessional?
I don't know. We're going to have to work on that.
Not that.
Go ahead. We'll go back to that.
Not that.
Look, put a pin in that one.
Put it in your phone. We'll revisit it later.
Make a note.
Flavor saver.
Right on the flavor saver.
Whole
yes.
confessional.
So I've been, well, not recently, but I've met a man, a white man.
Oh, Lord.
No. We're not going that far. I mean, we're going pretty far, but not that far.
Okay.
Because, I don't really do that.
Me neither. So that's why I was about to exit the convo.
But this white man,
I shared some dicks with you.
He gets off.
No. I'm saying I've shared some photos.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's like when you said that, I was like,
oh my bad. Not flavor saving beer treatments. Y'all, we ain't gonna get through this episode.
Let's go.
I'm glad. See, y'all was worried this was gonna be vanilla or some shit.
Well, that's a segment. We have vanilla
We
shit.
do have vanilla shit coming up.
What's it? Well, we talking about white man. We talking about vanilla shit.
Go ahead. White man,
this
vanilla.
White man has an obsession with me and the socks that I wear, because I wear like cartoons and shit.
Nah, you trying to be funny. You wanted this to be the white thing. You wanted this to be the WPS. You picked it out on purpose. Now,
white.
Hold on. Let me finish. So he likes the socks you wear. Wait. Why he going in the phone? He don't put your socks on his dick, does he?
I don't have.
Does he put your socks on his dick?
Does he put
your socks on his dick?
So when I'm wearing the socks and the slides, he likes when I like play with his stuff with my socks, with my feet.
But they have to be the cartoon socks?
Uh-huh.
Which cartoon? Rick and Morty?
I don't want to tell you what you want
The Simpsons?
because the fucked up part is this white man seen me walking down the street and got me in
Wait,
Starbucks.
he hollered at you off your socks?
Bruh, he seen him.
In
He was like, I
Starbucks.
love Family Guy. The fuck?
And so then look, and then we didn't talk. Okay, you can't save this part.
We can't save it.
Look. No, I'm just saying this part that I'm about to show you because
It ain't gonna be blown up on the screen.
This is so funny. You know, I don't do shit like this, so this is funny as hell that I'm doing this with y'all. I'm happy to be here. Oh, you know what?
So you can tell someone your hotel.
Right.
Yes. This is his name.
What is his name?
Don't say that. Don't say it out because you know.
Why?
What if this man follows me or he finds me on social media and then he's like, damn, this man's talking about all my shit.
No, I'm not, Alex. Damn.
Yeah, she said
You
she
was
wouldn't
just
wear no
mad.
bra.
First of all, we were talking about feet, not tits.
Mind you,
Mind
you, real quick. Not only do you want to help her out, I don't know if it was the last episode or the episode before. We have maybe 12 comments. 6 of them are like, I was just waiting for a nipple to pop out. I'm just like, God damn, Weezy, can you?
It's in my bio. I know people be
Jesus.
waiting for that shit.
They be waiting for a nipple to pop out at every goddamn second.
Since we're talking about nipples, way back in the day, do you remember when I think you first moved to New York and you
And
were
they
a
were
bartender and we went to shop for pasties with you? I was like, who is this?
Hold on,
Why are we
wait.
going pasty shop?
I just thought of something. Why did he have black feet in the...
Why did he?
Yeah.
It's a picture of what he likes.
So he likes black feet and socks.
Yeah, I learned it was a fetish.
Wait,
And-
so
and
you
then
don't
the first time-
you don't feel
Well,
like you're
guess we got our
fetishized
pick of the
for
week done now.
being black?
Well, I absolutely am, but at the same time, I get to kick this white man's penis around.
He likes you to kick him.
Factual.
We actually talked about that at the live show, like and it was a long word that I don't want to sit here and try to mess up and say once again. But yeah, that's crazy that
Yeah.
he wants you to jack
That
his
was
feet
the
off
live
and then
show
kick
one.
it.
I don't have to jack his.
Does he
feet.
have to
I don't
come?
have to do anything.
Does he like to come?
So here's the sweet
Jordan,
thing.
you seen the pink dick?
I've seen it. Yeah.
You just told me you were scared of it like a few
I
weeks
am.
ago when
I
I
don't
sent
touch
you a
it.
nice
I didn't touch it or anything. I had
His
to keep
socks
my
did.
socks on. I said you can't take
Can
my
I just
socks
ask
off.
you-
He asked me how much it would cost to take my socks off. I said I'm not taking my socks off.
How
Why
much
are
would
you
it
doing
cost?
this?
And it made him even like harder. And I was like, I'm not.
Why are you doing this, nigga?
What am I doing?
Why are you
You
not
fucking like it.
why are you not getting money just
Because
to take your socks off? That's what I want to know.
Because then it becomes a whole nother thing.
A
when
whole
it's-
nother thing, and that's fine. You're already there. It's a whole nother thing.
I just like the control aspect of it. At this point, because it turns him on a lot that I will not let him take my socks off. Like one time he asked to take my sock off and I kicked him in the face, and he got so turned on by that. Look, it was pre-cum everywhere.
Pre-cum everywhere on your socks?
Almost actually. I throw these socks away, by
you
the
be
way.
shitting on me for eating on the
This is
mic.
the-
You can't and I walk away. This is your Yeah, so that's when you eat on the mic.
Bitch,
What
I
happened?
ate one
You
fucking
did
time and it was
not
Popeyes.
say
It's
I
allowed.
She did. Because, I was over here, to
Why
the
am I
side.
You know,
Saturday.
thank you. We know the etiquette on the
Yeah.
mic. You, however, do
Bet
not.
you don't hear it, bro.
Bitch, I got this. Anyway, so clearly we don't
Fucking a rip. I
went
smelling
left
like
real
feet.
quick on
Hold
the
on,
guy-
wait. So I just need more.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why are you getting off on it?
I'm not. Oh, okay, so...
So what you going over there for, nigga?
So I was about to say, so the only reason I went over there the first time, because at first I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is boring as fuck. But then I also am annoyed when people will hit you up or you hit them up and it becomes this game of like, when are we gonna see each other? So I was like, let me go see what this man is about or what the fuck is going on. And when I found out he was a weirdo the first time, I was like, this nigga is weird, but his place is nice. And he bought my,
where he live at?
He bought my
No,
in Harlem.
not the place is nice.
It's
And y'all know, real quick, we live in New York, so when you got a nice place, it's like, oh.
It's like,
bro, I be like that about Central AC, honestly.
That could just mean like, damn, you got a washer and dryer in
Central
your
AC
unit?
to me, bro.
I'm telling you, oh my God, Central AC, don't get me started. If he has Central, I mean, well, he does have Central AC, but if that was I do not.
Me neither.
So, I got it in my window.
I pay way too much for fucking to not have it.
Window unit. Now, if you get when you get the Central AC, is
wait, that's not a Central AC.
No, that's not Central AC.
Right.
No, that's
so we all ain't got it. Damn.
Nobody.
Were we poor?
Yes. That's hell. And this white man was not. He was not poor. But
which is why he's offering coins.
How old is he?
I don't fucking know.
Guess.
Maybe 30s, late 30s, early 40s.
What's he do?
He really like wants to hang out with me, and I'm like, no.
Wait,
I only went over there the first time
you don't
because
know
I wanted to
anything
see
Is he attractive?
Yeah, he is.
Let's see.
I don't have pictures of him. I don't let him take videos and stuff for me. He was like, "Can I take video?" And I'm like, "No." And because people like to do.
I'm famous.
It's okay, Asante. We don't talk about this. I'm gonna help you get these coins, and I'll need my consulting fee.
You know what? You should have him pay for like pedicures and foot massages.
That's why you're doing it.
So no, that's not what he's.
He paid for your pedicures.
We gonna double back to the last part off the record, but that's not what he pays for. He paid for my weed the first time. Like, I don't think that it's cool.
I don't believe you doing footsies for weed. I think you getting it in.
Well, I'm telling you.
You on your way up to Central AC?
I promise you that we are not getting it in.
I don't mean it like literally. I mean figuratively.
I mean, how do you figuratively? What is that?
Like,
because I'm here.
If you,
I'm here, so I want to know why we figuratively getting it in a horrible decision.
I know that's right. Why are you figurative? He's saying
now
what he's saying.
Confused.
You know what's crazy? No, you know what's crazy? She for whatever reason, when things don't make sense in her mind, she just think you lying because she come at me all the time thinking
I don't believe
I'm lying. You see, she just don't believe nobody.
About you not having feelings for that nigga?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So. The fact that she's sitting here, you sitting and saying all this, like you be seeing them, it's like,
bitch, you got feelings for the nigga.
Just believe
you
him
are not
when
getting
saying.
Christmas gifts for good dick and talking about how good a nigga feet feels against yours.
Christmas. It was just a gift around Christmas time.
Ooh.
So thank you. Ooh, blue. Anyways, we gonna get right along.
We believe you.
We can talk more about the foot stuff later.
We gonna do that later.
There's a lot of little
details
I can't talk about. But it was just odd to me. And first of all, I really wanted to go because I just needed to smoke somewhere. I don't like to smoke in my house. So it was like, come over, smoke. So I was over there, and then he bought the weed. I was like, damn, this is good. And then he told me what he was into, and I was like, damn, this is weird. And then I was kind of like...
Wait, you didn't know what he was into from that?
Well, I knew this after. The first time I met him in person.
That's right, in Starbucks.
Yes. And then afterwards,
he
found me on
should have been boycotting, nigga. Look at you.
This was before that.
That's what I'm saying. She just be talking too much. Anyways, we finna get into...
I did have another... I do. Have you ever had sex with a girl? That was my question.
Yes. Many moons ago.
You have?
Yeah.
Just one woman, or?
Yes.
Did you?
No. Yes.
Did you know you were gay when you did it, or did you do it to figure it out, like high school age?
We were definitely like that boyfriend and girlfriend that knew that we were not boyfriend and girlfriend, and so that one night we were like, yo, we should really seal the deal and see like what's up.
Right.
Like just like not even for each other, but not for each other. Like we were just like, all right, we about to go off to college soon, so and for me I was like, oh, I already know I'm gay, so like if you just want to figure out if you like the dick or not. And she was like, all right, well, cool, yeah, let's do that.
A hole is a hole.
And so then she was like, well, damn, like, I see what dick is about, but I'm not doing that. And I was like, thank you. Like,
She was gay too?
Yeah, she was a dyke. We were cool with each other. And this isn't like my high school girlfriend at the same school. This was a girl I knew outside of my school. I went to her prom and everything because she was like, yo, I need a date. I can't be doing all this gay shit. People gonna know. I'm like, all right, cool, girl, whatever. So, like, we became cool. We worked in the same, like, plaza and everything. And then that night that we fucked, I was like, this is gonna be a good... Like, for me... It wasn't, damn, I gotta go have sex with a girl. For me, I was like, we about to go have a good ass time. Like, I think this is a cool ass girl. She gonna figure out whether she like this shit or not. So I went the whole 9. I mean, I ate the
whole 9.
So, you ate
that? Yeah, I did the whole thing. So that's why she was like, okay, like dick is nice, but no, thank you. I was like, cool.
Now, when you find yourself like attracted, like, because there's a Kinsey scale, and sometimes we all have moments, right?
Yes.
What do they normally look like?
Women?
Like the women that you're attracted to. Are they more butch?
I don't even have a type of man. Like, if you fine, you fine. And if you, like, can turn me on and, like, emotionally even. I was about to say, if you can turn me on mentally, like, emotionally.
Sapiosexual is the thing?
Yeah, so anybody. It don't matter what you look like.
I'll throw the dick out, whatever, who wants
pretty much, if I feel like we are, like, vibrating at the same frequency,
right.
I don't got shit to worry about with you, then cool. I'm willing to try whatever. But for me, it's mostly gay.
I like that.
Mostly men,
99.9%.
unless you're that 0.1% woman and you just like, hey, nigga, I'm here for you. And I'm like, oh, okay, girl, like, let's see what's up.
Right.
But I doubt
Okay,
that's...
I can fuck with that. We gonna go ahead and get into the kink of the week now.
Kink of the week.
Well, it's not foot sock drops.
And so this actually, this isn't anything crazy. I thought it would be cool. We actually had someone email us asking if we were going to talk about this, so I thought it was cool. The kink of the week for this week is actually sexual piercings. So that has to do with piercing your nipples, your clitoris, the hood of your clit, your penis, all of that. So I found this thing about the history of it. It says, though it might seem surprising to most, genital piercings and sexual piercings have been part of the human experience for some time. This is especially true in the island tribes of Southeast Asia and in India, who have been piercing their genitals as a rite of passage or to improve sexual pleasure for thousands of years. In fact, male genital piercings being done for the pleasure of female partners is even mentioned in the Kama Sutra. So I wanted to know if, Asante, have you ever had any type of sexual piercings, like piercings outside of your ears?
What are they called, Prince Albert?
No.
When it has the beads in it, I think.
The juice.
That was the one where it's the piercing through the head of the penis.
Yeah.
No, zero piercings outside of my ears.
Tongue rings?
No tongue ring.
No.
You never had someone suck your dick with a tongue ring?
What? Oh, no. Yes, but I had any piercings myself? No. The only piercings outside of my ears that I've considered getting is my nose pierced, and the only thing on your scale I think would be my nipples because I have very sensitive nipples.
I've had my nipples pierced, and I wanted to talk about this too because it actually did increase the sensitivity in them. It also just sucks because I'm not one who becomes aroused when guys lick my nipples. I actually hate it.
You don't have sensitive nipples?
I thought, well, when they were pierced, they still are now, but now it's to the point when guys lick on them, I either A, have no pleasure, or B, it hurts.
I actually started getting pleasure after my implants.
Yeah.
Like, my tits are so sensitive.
And to me, I just don't like it. So I always thought that the licking of tits was like for the guys arousal, but I guess it was supposed to arouse me. Something else that I also found interesting when I was reading this, I had a couple guys who did not like my nipple piercings because they were like, what the fuck I want metal in my mouth for? So they talked about that. And then there was also, when I looked into it, I don't know if any of you women are looking to get pierced down below, but apparently if you get the hood of your pussy pierced, it will keep your sensation down there. But of course, when you pierce your clit, you do risk losing all sensation. So I don't even know if I would want to take that risk in piercing my clit. Like, I couldn't imagine not having sensation in my clit.
Go down on a girl that had a clit piercing, and I feel like I was more into than her.
Oh, I loved it.
I went fucking nuts.
The girl that I be eating out, she has her clit pierced.
It looks so.
It's like, and it's like glow in the dark. It's just like so cute.
But the clit has a better shape. Or like it's smaller enough for the clit piercing. I feel like with a dick, like it's too big.
The dick looks huge. Even when or have you seen? So I watch gay porn. There's a piercing that they do put underneath the ball.
Like, I was just gonna say I have seen that on a dude before.
We probably saw the same video.
Well, no, this is a person.
Oh,
the skin
real
between the balls and the ass?
Skin, like the gooch.
The perineum, the gooch. Yeah. There was like he had like a little ring.
A ring piercing there.
See, I'd be fucking too hard. I'd be scared.
He's real sensitive down there, so he would like to play with, and I was like, oh, okay, I see.
But I feel like that to me would be something, especially say because luckily the men who I prefer to deal with shave down there, but I do see a lot of men that have hair a lot down there. Would the ring not get caught in maybe like the pubic hair or something?
What kind of hair? Oh,
I want to tell y'all about a fucking hair crazy
hair.
Story I just heard. I'm not gonna say who told me, but I was asking someone at some point in time.
Who?
So I was like, oh, when you fuck me, do you like it like shaved, waxed, this, that? Like, how do you like it? Do you want a landing strip? Because I always am waxed. And I'm like, maybe not everybody likes that. He's like, I don't really care if there's like a strip, but just on the actual pussy, like when it opens up, like I can't have any hair. It's like a thing for me. It won't work. And he told me that he used to fuck a girl that didn't shave, and that because he's uncircumcised, the hair would get caught.
No way, bro. No way,
and he said it was one of the most painful things. And then when he would tell her that he couldn't deal with it, that the bitch used to like be like pissed on some like feminist hypey shit. Like, fuck no, nigga. I'm not supposed to shave for you. And he was like, it wasn't even that I just didn't like. I didn't even care. He's like, I just needed to like not be in
crazy,
pain.
But at least that at least he brought that conversation to her, because I've been with guys before and I'd be like I've been with a guy before, and I'm not going to say who because I've talked about him on the show, but when his hair grew, it would grow like up his shaft. It would be that hairy. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, nigga, I'm not even finna suck your dick if I got to like deal with the hair on the shaft too. Like,
I'm nasty. I kind of like it.
No,
I need like a bunch of hair too.
Right, but so if you're dealing with someone who doesn't like all the hair, like I'm okay with it.
No, but you do have to know.
Yeah, you have to know
because the amount of hair that I like.
About it.
I've had like I remember specifically with Loverboy. He used to be like, listen. Every time I'm about to come back to see you, and every time you come to see me, I'm just like, ugh, because I have to fucking grow my shit out, and I hate it. Because like, I like,
yeah, no.
I just like putting my hand down there and feeling hair.
It's whatever.
It's whatever. It doesn't bother you.
I deal with a lot of
what?
Well, honestly,
gay men be shaving though.
Look, honestly, truly, I light skins. So here's my whole spectrum, right? Dark skin is at the top of the list. Dark skin black man would be my dream. But you know they just don't be feeling the kid like that. So under that is Spanish, Hispanic. So there's like Dominican, Puerto Rican.
Latinos?
Yeah, you know, Latinos. We be feeling each other.
Okay, all right.
Then right under that comes, I don't want to put light skins under there.
Nope, give me paper bag brown niggas. That's what I like.
Yeah, I like a regular, because
to the color of this table.
Dudes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wait.
I don't like nobody.
Latinos do what then? Be super waxed?
Super hairy.
Do they?
What?
Some of the ones that
they have all them eyebrows be like.
What?
Are you telling me they?
No, they do be shaving a lot.
It just seems like they maintain a lot.
I'm thinking about like. I mean, I'm just thinking about like some naturally just. Be,
they do be like naturally.
Yeah, like that. Even with like women with the arms and stuff, I've seen
Like like gay niggas, they are good about the nair and all that. So if they don't want the hair, it's not there. But if there's hair there, it's usually nothing bad. Like I haven't met anybody that has like a whole forest.
Yeah, black guys be so just like not hairy. I love it. Yeah, like black guys really don't have hair like that.
Yeah, like I feel like
I don't really deal with that many men, and they be like real big ass niggas, and they still don't even be having chest hair like that.
I do mean like
I guess not.
No, they be
like a lot of like naturally smooth niggas. Like, what is wrong
smooth
with you?
Nigga, baby skin.
What are you like this is like a dolphin.
Not a dolphin.
I'd be like, how old are you again? They're like 33 or 34. I'm like, what? And you just say, God,
no hair.
They be listening to Hey Friend, Hey Tutorials.
Right?
Tutorial.
Look, you can't just look at, because a friend, like you can't just look at nobody's medicine cabinet no more. You got to look in their fridge. You got to look for all the oils and everything.
All of it. I just went to the African festival in Brooklyn and bitch loaded up on my shea butter and mango oil. And
we see your new earrings, bitch.
New earrings.
Is that?
Summertime ready brought to you by
she'll know what to do with them dreads.
I'm super ready.
Now we at the African festival. Bitch got dreads.
Bitch, don't do me. A bitch done been to Africa. Thank you twice.
Boom.
I've been to the real motherland, ho. Thank you.
That nigga must be from the motherland.
You know, I'm not gonna lie.
She hated
it. So watching Black Panther, I thought the accents were so terrible, but I know, like, I mean, they didn't sound like my African zaddies. So I was just really thinking, but I get it. There's different accents in Africa, like different countries. I don't know what country they was from. I get it, Wakanda. Maybe that's why. But
maybe they just make it dope as they go.
See, it made it like I loved every time Michael B. Jordan talked because I was
the dice.
You know whose accent I didn't like? Daniel Kaluuya, whatever. From
oh my God,
I hated Forrest Whitaker's. It was so bad. This was so bad.
Like, you know what?
They had me dying. And that one scene, right before he got stabbed, I was like, what is going on?
I forgot about that.
Y'all should have reshot this.
Damn, I saw it 3 times. I don't remember.
He missed the whole accent.
There was like a couple of scenes with him in, and I was kind of like, okay. Because the scene where he was underground talking to the T'Challa, and then
I remember that.
Never mind.
We're not going to get on Forrest Whitaker right now, but that accent was all
I was talking about the dude from Get Out, Daniel Kaluuya.
Yeah.
Oh,
his was bad.
Well, ain't he from British? Ain't he British? You know, they got all the different African diaspora over there. So he got, he probably got one of the dialects.
One of the
He was probably just hearing all different.
All I know is a bitch went over there and I done had a couple Africans in my phone and they ain't sound like none of that shit. I was just like, okay, I don't know what part of Africa this is. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get into our horrible decision. So our horrible decision for this episode makes so much sense because we got Assante in the motherfucking building.
Yes.
And we're going to kind of dissect this. So the horrible decision for this episode is called the friend zone. And with the friend zone, we want to kind of just talk about everything. Ooh. So first, let me ask you real quick. If you put somebody in the friend zone, and I'm going to ask you too, Weezy, and then I'll put my answer maybe as we just talk. If someone is in the friend zone for you, or someone is a friend of the opposite sex, or same sex for you, opposite sex for you, do you fuck your friends?
Are we talking about like an isolated incident, or like do I just think it's cool to be like, hey,
like we're friends and we fuck from time to time? Like, do you fuck your friends? Like people who you consider friends that are not situationships that are not.
Say that's a term that is loosely used.
Okay.
For people that I am not friends with. That I sometimes see.
To me, they're not friends.
That's what I think.
But see, you be saying like when it comes to women.
I fuck my homegirls. Yeah, I fuck my homegirls. But most of those times, it's either after the club we fuck and we with like ball players and we just super lit and it's just we're in a mansion. Let's just fuck. Or I'm fucking what? I'm just saying. Or I'm fucking them in a threesome.
See.
It's just rich niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's almost Wakanda.
Before we go there, I just feel like the chemistry between women is so different than it is between men.
What do you mean?
See, women can, and maybe there are some gay male relationships like that out there. But I just think it would be so hot to have like a homeboy or two, and we
three,
or like that we just hang out and we're not even like trying to be together, and we just like hanging out, and then maybe every now and then we'd be like nigga, we here, we got like I don't have none of those, and not that I feel like those are like a norm or something cool to have.
It's probably not normal.
I just want one or two of my set.
But what's crazy is,
hold on, wait, do I?
I think you do, or you used to back in the day, bitch.
I don't want us to have to bleep.
We're not gonna bleep, but you would fuck her again. You would fuck her again in a heartbeat. I'm surprised you ain't fucking Atlanta.
Do you have any male friends like that?
So that's what I was gonna.
Did you see her at the show?
Yes, so fine. So I was gonna get into that. I don't believe that a female who is friends with a male should fuck him. I don't fuck my the guys who I consider friends. Like, if you just my homeboy, you just my homeboy.
Right.
Because as soon as we get to fucking, we're either a little bit more, or you paying bills, or then the dynamic has changed.
Is that because you just are attracted to women, you just have no desire to be with them?
So I've been with a woman before. And
That's a good point, though.
But I'm asking that.
No, because it makes sense now.
At the
agree.
point right now, it is more fun. Like, I was with a woman when I lived in Miami, and she treated me better probably than any nigga, but I know when I think of what I want long term, it's definitely a man. But I still would want a woman maybe on the side. Yes, I like to have fun with them. But when it comes to men, I don't...
So are you telling me I should get like a homegirl that just knows that I'm gay and we just like maybe fuck every... Oh, sorry.
Look,
why'd you point it out?
No, I'm just like, look, I gotta get my tubes tied or something because
oh my God,
can't be having no babies. I'm just saying. That's one thing I'd have to worry about if I start having.
I can't do it as far as like men because I feel like I don't know. For me, I just don't want to go back on my word when I say like there's a friendship and we establish that. I don't really like breaking those barriers. I had a really good friend of mine tell me when he was drunk after 5 years. That he's always thought about being with me, and it really fucked me up.
So that was actually my next question that I wanted to get into. Have you had someone who was friends for a long time, maybe a couple years, a couple months? It was truly a friendship, and then y'all did break that barrier and have sex, and what happened after the fact? If it's happened.
So yes, because there was somebody that I knew when I lived in Atlanta. We were just friends, and then when I moved up here, we like hooked up on some like like I've always been like he was like I've always been interested in you, and I was like I always thought you were cute too. So it was like let's fuck, and we did. And it was
did it
cool.
Change anything?
Well, no, only because since I'd left Atlanta, we hadn't really stayed in contact like that anyway. We just seen each other around on social media and sometimes bump into each other. So because it wasn't anything serious where we're like in the same city and have to deal with the same shit, I guess we're kind of just the same. Like if I see him tomorrow, it's going to be like the same as the last time I seen him outside of the sex.
What about you? Has that happened with you and maybe a guy friend?
There's always been something where like they were very obviously lovers, I think. Like, or there's always been an attraction, like something like a friendship. Like, I'm thinking of friends that I have right now, whether it be Enoch or Christopher or even Alex. Like, there's a very obvious friendship line. So it's like, I don't see how. Like, there's been a different thing when I've ended up fucking a friend. Like, I wouldn't even call him a friend. Like, it was a nigga I was hanging with, but we'd be flirting a lot.
Right.
Or you could tell, like, this is... Now, I think what happened, when we was in Atlanta, me and Alex shared a room. Once I took a shit, I knew that was it. That nigga sent me a text and said, you really gonna run the sink, bruh?
Okay, so I guess as you said, your situation, the same happened with me. Like, it was a friend that I had for years, but because we weren't in the same city, I guess it really didn't change the dynamic of it. And so I guess I want to get into this because I don't know why people don't understand when they're in the friend zone. How do you put somebody there? What are the things that, like, say...
Oh, you only do it when the dick is trash.
No. Okay, but that means you would have fucked him already.
Well, no, you're saying, how do you put someone in the friend zone?
Is that the only time you do it? Is that the only time?
When the dick is trash, right?
I'm just saying, you don't put them in the friend zone before you get the dick,
and then you know it's trash.
When someone's starting to like you.
And you don't like them back, like, what do you do? Because clearly you just went all out and was like, yo,
bro,
the
I ain't
dick
gonna lie
is
to
trash,
you.
she's a friend.
I am Curve Gotti. I be hitting niggas with a whole
Curve Gotti.
text. I be sitting there just like, you know what? This is not the right thing for me. I don't feel the connection. I be so honest.
I be honest too. I'm like, or they just know they're friends, because this is what I do with guys. The way to for the males listening, I want y'all to listen in. If you're if you're around a girl a lot and you really like her, if she brings up all her other niggas to you in confidence, like, then she's friend zoning the fuck out of you. Like, I had a friend and I knew he liked me, and I would bring up all my niggas in front of him. Like, oh my God. I even would bring him over. Like, yeah, so this is because I didn't want him to like me. Like,
damn. Okay,
you know,
but at that point,
why are you shaking your head? But these guys don't know.
But at that point, you gotta know that they don't know, and you gotta have a conversation with them, because that's just you just sunning them at that point.
But no, because then I want the guys that
I know sucking a dick. I'm not India.
Right. They still gonna be like, no, you just doing that because you just want to film porn for me live or something.
But you know what?
No, you like that cuckolding shit. It's cool.
No, but you know what's crazy too? Like, to me, it also brings a comfortability level to the guys that I'm dealing with to meet my homeboys, so that when that homeboy is around, oh, you know I ain't.
That's why they gotta, like, you have to make sure you never have fucked a friend, because niggas be like, okay, so you just fucking all your friends.
And see, that's the thing too. Like, and when I was talking to a guy back in the day, Q, we can keep it, whatever. It's nickname is Q. And we were talking about really getting into a relationship with each other. But because he knew I had sex with my homegirls, he was just like, so I'm just supposed to be okay with you still being around these homegirls, and I know y'all have had sex. What if y'all just have sex again? Like, and for him, he wasn't into the bisexuality. You're over there shaking your head, Alex. What? Would you have the same issue? Like, if you're with a woman and you know she, like, may have had sex with quite a bit of her friends, would you feel some way when she's hanging out with those friends again without you?
Yeah, no comment.
No comment?
No comment on that. I don't do that. Like, I wouldn't be cool with her still being friends with dudes.
Girls that she fucked? I get guys.
No, guys.
Oh, guys, of course.
Now,
girls are okay.
The older that
I get,
because they're going to join the situation.
I really feel like you could be friends with someone you had sex with, though.
I believe that.
I really do.
But I'll say but being in a you can. But being in a relationship, if I was in a relationship, I don't know if I would want my partner to still be friends with someone that I know. I'm
gonna tell you what. I think there's more tension with people that I haven't fucked than I have. Like, if it's over, it's over.
I mean, honestly, I'm a nigga. If we fuck, then it's over. Then
But the only way you're not going back is if it's bad. And to me, if I'm fucking a nigga and I'm cuffing him, that dick is good to where I know that bitch gonna want to fuck again. So,
but that's not true. Hold on.
Good dick, you gonna want to fuck again.
We could say that, but a lot of people like see, and this is the thing that kind of annoys me about good dick, good pussy. Think about when you used to fuck somebody and it was bomb, and then you fuck them again, and you'd be like,
I would fuck all. Yeah, I would maybe because I wouldn't like.
Right, but that's the thing though. You can be like, there can be a stage of sexual compatibility. It's why people have good sex in the beginning, and why sometimes it goes off. Like, people wonder how they have such good and bad sex when it's not there anymore. It's not always going to be good. Feelings can dissipate, and I'm only like trying to say this because I feel like there are a lot of people that probably are in relationships that want to keep friendships, and their fucking partner's like, oh my God, you gonna fuck him again? Are you gonna do this? Like, we got to get that out of our heads.
I mean, I don't think it has
maturity and growing,
right? But you also talk about the levels of insecurity and jealousy that people have that they can't get rid of, and so I don't want my partner.
No, I was just telling them to talk about it.
You fucking with it, right? Yeah. I don't want my partner, regardless of this spectrum of, well, maybe they don't have good sex anymore. That doesn't matter to me. As a human being, I do not, and I know that I would feel some type of way, as anyone else probably listening, if my partner was still out hanging out and being friends with someone I know he has sexual relations with.
I'm not saying that like be going to dinner and hanging, but like I wouldn't be worried about them running into each other or like even like
word.
She don't keep the same energy. Every other show is a different energy.
College buddy.
That was different. He never fucked her.
Yeah, and that was more intimidating to you.
because he never got that pussy, my nigga. I'm like, okay,
yeah,
so
but he said they was just friends.
No.
But why
is
you
that
fucking
was when he
with
was saying he was.
I don't know, but I do
wait.
see what you're saying about that.
Bro, because I'm just like, you
That's
tell
more intimidating?
Well,
to me, it's not an
low-key
ex,
because
it's
you
like-
ain't never had it. Never mind.
No, I really
I'm
believe
thinking
that.
about that because if you ain't never had it and it's still coming around later, you always gonna wonder what if, and that's gonna fuck
For
up
example,
your shit
he
that you
has an
got.
ex that he was with for years that's coming into town, right?
All right.
Doesn't live here anymore. To me, that's a less big a deal than hanging with some cute bitch that you ain't never fucked from college.
Nah, I just.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If I saw one of my exes, worry about me seeing.
I'm
another
not
nigga.
even gonna lie to you. All the
done.
niggas that are in my phone, first off, y'all know I don't leave off bad terms with my exes, and I have had some great dick in my life. Now, will they add up to the dick I'm getting now? Probably not.
We're talking about committed exes. Like if you with someone for years
But-
and they come in town,
but
you can't catch up
what
with
I'm
them
saying
without
is
fucking.
I'm still friends with people who I've had sex with.
Right, but
and what I'm
sex
saying is if
and-
I'm in a relationship,
What about your ex?
no, bro.
Yeah, but she's in a situation now. But I'm
No,
talking
no,
about.
but I'm just saying. You think that if you fucking caught up with your ex months from now, y'all would end up having sex that night?
If they got
No, I'm
drunk,
just-
and there's
if
a
I wanted to.
possibility.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
See, but look at his response. If
I
I
wanted
wanted to,
Yeah,
niggas
okay.
think like this. So I don't want my nigga. My nigga knows that he could probably get the pussy from this friend he fucked 10 years ago if
like,
he
think
wanted.
about
I
to.
it.
think
Think
that we
about
put
it.
too much
Isn't it-
emphasis on being worried about shit. Like I really
Isn't
do.
it easiest to have sex with a partner that you've had sex with already than
No, because of
1000%.
baggage. See, I'm gonna tell you right
I
now.
see-
I love
I can
same
see
dick.
both
I don't
sides.
even count it as a new body. It's same. I done had this dick.
Maybe for you, but dude,
Same
to me, that comes with way more than just fucking another nigga.
No, because you're just catching up. Like,
What's up? I know what this dick like. I know how to move it. I
I'm
know
gonna tell you right
the
now.
ball
I'm
fit.
thinking about an ex that I've been with. My last Latino dude I was with. What was that? 2 years. He's coming up to New York in 2 months. There's no way I could even think. If I wanted some other dick, that is too much. It's too much feeling. It's too much to think about.
And I
Then
think that's the part that's gonna worry you too, depending on what ex and what type of relationship they might have had. Because if there is baggage, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. Like, all right, cool, I don't got to worry about that. But then you might have to worry because what if this nigga come up here and he fuck your shit up all over again? And then you remember why y'all used to fuck, and then you done fucked his ass after you was just talking about all that shit about how you wouldn't, and then you sitting there in
thank
the bed
you.
the next day like, fuck, what the fuck am I doing?
facts.
All right, so we'll get a
just-
coffee. We'll get a coffee.
See,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Right.
I don't think I don't know.
I think that there's multiple ways of getting caught up though. Definitely.
So I wanted to bring this into also talking about the friend zone. So you're dealing with a friend, and they
Are you
want to
friend-zoning
be.
somebody?
Am I friend
What's your
zone?
curve game like?
So
how do you do that?
So
to
I'll be
people?
honest with you.
Damn,
real
that's the
quick.
next episode. Stop.
Yeah, no.
This is my episode. This is
He said this is my episode, bitch. So it's funny because I've talked about this before. I have 4 categories of men.
Okay.
So I have the body, which is what 24/7 would be under. I have the bae, which is someone who I could potentially see myself being with. I have the zaddy, which is the nigga that just paying my bills, and I don't want him at all. He probably married or something. And then I have the friend, which I have a large array of friends. And they know that they're friends and they're not being anything more. I don't really ask for anything. They know they're friends as well when we go out and we split the bill because all the other niggas going to pay for it. But I let them know because I take my food, they take theirs. We talk about our relationships. We talk about it's just really like there's nothing more there.
Right.
So I have
Just
friends.
platonic relationship.
Super platonic. It won't be anything more. I talk about my relationships with men, and that's
Now,
that's
is that when you're doing that? Are those friends? Is that like practice ground? Maybe sometimes, like when you have people in that category.
So when I have people, I'll be completely honest with you. I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy hearing all types of perspectives, lifestyles, situations, and I like to really gauge how people go through these situations. So me being friends with guys makes me realize how much niggas ain't shit. So
Amen.
when I'm able to see how they treat other women, to me it helps me gauge like where I am with my person or with who I'm talking to or who I want to be with. And to me, I enjoy learning from
You
the
learning
male
the game.
perspective.
Okay.
So those are just genuine
I like
friends, and
that.
I like.
Yeah.
Like I think it's the same way men are friends with female, like with women.
It's
Yeah.
perspective.
It's
Yeah,
perspective.
absolutely.
So to me, I mean, why are you laughing over there, Alex?
Because
What-
y'all scared the shit out of me, man.
Bro, you
Why?
cannot tell me
Why
you don't
this is
have
the
female
game?
like
No. I'm talking about I have female friends. I'm just talking about the way you guys think. I wasn't privy to women thinking the way you guys think.
Really?
So,
well,
like,
we got a whole
every
show. They can't all be like us.
Not
I mean,
every
but a
week
lot of-
being on here, like I'm learning a lot.
yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that, and that's why I like this show, and I feel like there's gonna be a lot of success with y'all because it's a whole nother perspective of like I remember I don't know if you watched Amber Rose on she was on this show The Fallen State. That shit was funny as hell. That dude really be acting.
No.
Like, it's this black dude. I'm assuming he's like a Republican or some bullshit. I don't really know what the fuck he is. He just ain't right. He just
ain't right.
He a brother that ain't right. So Amber Rose is sitting on stage with this brother that ain't right. And it's like he's not on the same reality. Like, he's like, the way that you act is like, that's how a man would act. And she's like, because she's talking about how she masturbates all the time. He's like, that's
slut maker.
He's like, that's what men do. It's like, what? No, anybody can fucking masturbate. Everybody has the part.
Everybody
I didn't see all of it. I just heard him saying, if fucking a bunch of people makes me a slut, what does it make you having sex with a slut maker?
Right, his dumb ass.
But it's funny because even with what we're talking about, like that, the whole conversation gets into she smashed the homies or being with the homies and how people call each other the nicknames, little bro, little sis, and all this bullshit. So And that's why
I hate that shit.
I know you do. I know you do. Don't call somebody your little bro or your little sister.
I almost damn near call only my gay friends my bros because I just feel like everything else is just like, shut up, bitch. Like, you don't even believe me.
But you know what's funny too? I'll be on the phone and I have to check
He's
guys.
like my brother.
Well, I talk.
Maybe you should call your straight male friends your sis.
Ooh.
Okay,
sis. Okay, sis. But I also,
I don't know. I feel like y'all are woke enough to get this, but I mean, sis is in like CIS, like
exactly.
Okay, I don't know.
Well, yeah, no, some of us is not gonna get that. So you're right.
I can't believe we've been here almost an hour.
Yeah, so, well, we'll get into.
We are gonna have you help us with our home meal.
With our home meal.
Our first one is sucking dick problems.
And the second one is
problem.
Yes,
just suck it. What's the problem?
Well, here let's start for the first one.
Not too much teeth. I don't know what this teeth thing is, but it's got to stop.
No, we actually talked about that. Some people like teeth.
Well,
I've had someone ask to bite down on it before.
No.
Oh hell no! The fuck?
I swear.
Was he like? Was this shit just too hard?
It was hard.
Was he like, I'm a concrete rock, bite it? It's like,
he just wanted, like, I did it on the live show and I don't want to do it again. You know. But anyways, so it says,
I think nibble is a better
Hey,
word.
my loves, I feel like you both are my spirit animals.
Monique.
I love what you're doing and it inspires me so much. So I'm having an issue with dick sucking. It appears that my dick sucking skills aren't always a success. With some men, they tell me I'm the best head they have ever gotten, and I can make them come multiple times and squirm like little bitches. But with one other, it takes him too long to come, and the second his dick takes a long time to react to it as well, I've been able to get, or I don't know. God damn, y'all, with these goddamn spelling errors. Anyways, it says, aren't my skills
She said she's never able to get him off with head because it takes him a long time to react.
Off with head. Aren't my skills supposed to be the same across all men? I'm trying to get everyone off so they are stressed and pressed as fuck when I'm not there. Maybe this is an ego thing, but what the fuck ever. Please answer me. So basically her question is, aren't her dick sucking skills supposed to be the same across all men? And do you feel like your dick sucking skills change depending on who you're with or the reaction to it, or same thing? We got 2 men in the room. So what are y'all's thoughts
I feel
on?
like it's such a no shade girl, but like, come on,
come on,
like, duh.
I'll let you answer first, sis.
Bitch, of course, everyone likes different shit. I'm gonna tell you what.
Different strokes for different
Oh, right,
boys.
we got some video. Most men, I feel like, are the things they were watching porn is like this thing, right? That every girl.
A lot of guys don't like hands.
No, right.
Yeah.
So we're watching it in porn a lot.
Do it with no hands. Hey, come on. Sorry, the song.
Why did I just think a girl shake that leg?
Same shit.
Well, because another ATL
Same
song.
shit.
Do it with no hands was Atlanta song, and it's another song. All the songs tell you what to do. That's all I'm saying. But go ahead.
Well, we need a dick sucking tell us what to do song.
You know what?
We got to do that for your comedy game show.
Ow!
June 6th, y'all. We going to plug that and put all the
we're going to do that in the show. We already know.
Get your
so
tickets.
everybody is like always hearing about this thing, which is a great sensation. I get it. And a lot of dudes like that. But the thing is, not everyone does. Actually, for the first time in my life, like, Jeeves be telling me to, like, he'll tell me just lick. I'll have my mouth on. He'll be like, just take your tongue. And he likes me to do this super weird thing, which is why, girl, I hear you. He wants me to take my tongue and push his dick the other way because it, like, makes the blood go,
that's
towards
so
up.
Weird.
But it gets you super hard.
Like you
white
sit in front of his balls
bro.
and you push
He'll
it.
be telling me to do this. Where does it came
white
from?
people shit.
CBS is on. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say the dick is up here.
And then you.
But like push up and like, nigga be going crazy.
White
like
people shit.
almost about to come. I don't know. I don't think so. Like the blood rush is like a different feeling.
But I will say that this has to do with also, and I know we say it every goddamn show, communication, because 24/7 loves, I be dealing with his nuts and balls forever.
You have
he
to
loves
ask.
dealing with his balls. Like, so during head, that's where he likes the attention. But I've had someone else who his balls were so sensitive, he hated if I even would lick them. So
My
case,
clit is
it
very
was
sensitive.
right.
I can't have someone lick up and like hit the hood, like the inside. I will fucking go nuts.
It's different strokes for different folks, and like you said, it's communication, right? When you are giving head, when you're even like about to give head, you have to know how somebody is moving and how they're squirming, and you can tell whether if they jumping, whether they like it, or if they jumping because they don't like some shit. So you just need to be focused when you're doing it. I guess you can use the tips that you know have been working as I'm speaking to the person that wrote in, I guess. You can use the tricks that you know have been working as like your starter baseline when you sucking dick, and then use that as a guideline. But it's not to go and work on every dick. So you've encountered one where it's not working. I guess you just got to find some new tools.
It's true though.
Like
When we
play with
did
some
dick sucking
nipples,
tips, like people
lick
were
around the
saying,
balls.
my favorite one was hands. I think people like forget to use hands and like, touch other places. Mandy was like, well, a lot of dudes don't like that.
Some guys
and the
don't
thing
like
is,
a lot of
we have
hands.
to, just like I like fingers inside of me during head sometimes. Not
I
everybody does
I
it right.
love fingers. A lot of women don't like fingers.
They do not.
It's because y'all don't know. Y'all ain't felt the good fingers to where you could almost squirt and it just feels so
one
good.
thing that we all forget about is there can be like people would call sucking dick foreplay. There can be foreplay before you put your mouth on the dick. You can kiss thighs. You can lick around it. Like just licking is a big deal. People forget to lick, and like also sucking dick. I watch a lot of porn where girls don't suck. Is that
They
like,
just put their mouth.
They
on
just
it.
get it wet and then just go
You have
up
to
and
literally.
down, right?
yeah, that shit is exhausting.
Yes, it is. Which is why. So another girl wrote in real quick, and this is just a quick tip. A lot of girls feel like their mouths begin to hurt during sucking dick. So I wanted to let you guys know that if you guys are actually going through the sucking motion, you can actually give your mouth a rest from sucking by just licking up the shaft or visiting the nuts. Because when you're visiting the nuts, it's more like little licks, like like it's not sucking motion with the nuts. No, but I'm just saying, like you can actually you're adjusting what your mouth is doing.
There's another way to suck too. So take the.
I'm liking
if you
this
have
shit.
any
Take the dick and
Hell
you
yeah.
can,
I'm
you
not
can
giving
suck
my
the
tips.
side of the dick. So you
Shit,
put your
I'm gonna get
top
somebody
and
punched
bottom
in the
lip.
face.
You might what?
I'm gonna get somebody punched in the face. Like, and stick a finger up there. Nigga jump up and punch her. It's like, what the hell you doing? Like,
That
what
shit
horrible
work.
decisions they told me. It's like, shit, he like that shit. He punched
Yo,
you
the
because
first
he likes
gays
you.
that we had on here was a gay couple. They was talking about how they told their homegirl, like, we told her to finger his ass. And, like, that was the night she got pregnant because the fucking load was so big. That's what he said.
I be with it.
Oh,
just
the
telling
side
you.
sucking. So you take the dick,
Like a corn on the cob.
corn on the cob. You can, like, put your teeth and, like, clench them the whole time and just take
This
it
is
right
some
here.
other shit I don't do. This is white people shit,
Bro,
too. I don't
it's-
do this shit either.
My first person I ever saw do it was
I don't like the teeth.
Capri Styles.
Don't.
Really?
Yep, and she's black. And
Yeah, I
she
know
had
that.
her teeth clenched.
Probably
And
I
she
don't
like
dick,
went
though. She
up
be
and
fucking
down,
white guys,
and
too.
like the nigga was going crazy. But you can suck from right here, and you just go up and down.
I
and
just
like
think-
it's less.
I think a lot of girls, when they get the mindset of sucking dick, they do it to an extreme. So
Footsies is white people shit to me. I would like to point that out. So it's funny you think my dick sucking
you!
tip.
Footsies.
I don't be footsies. We be laying down, and I just rub against their soft feet. Fuck you.
King.
Anyways, guys,
Black people got smooth feet, man.
I hate y'all.
Do you have a
What?
gag reflex?
What happened?
You have a gag reflex?
You know what's crazy? Real quick. I'd be so mad at myself. I have a gag reflex when I brush my tongue in the morning, but I don't gag on dick. And I'm like, why
Your
do I
tonsils?
gag? Why do I gag when I brush my teeth in the morning, but I don't gag with dick
Dude,
in my mouth?
I had a
don't
doctor tell me my
understand.
tonsils are so big he doesn't know I can breathe. You want to see?
Actually, you can just go on Instagram
I
and
almost
look.
wanted to. I was like, no. I was like,
Look.
No. Oh, damn.
I know.
Damn.
She's like, hiya. Get your goddamn. Hiya. Fuck, bro. She tried to talk with her mouth wide open.
What's the largest penis you sucked?
Oh, they be big, like baby legs. Like, I like pain, though. So, like, and not only that, I feel like I have a lot of cushion for the pushing. So, if it's little, you probably not even getting past the ass. So, I like them really big to where they're painful. And so, I
And
mean,
you can take them in your mouth that big, too?
so that's the thing. I have had one where I could barely get past the head, and it was fucking with my ego. So, like I
real.
could barely get past the head. So for that one specifically, I just used extra saliva, and then definitely had
Whose
to do.
dick was this?
I'll have to tell you off air because
Do I
and
know
I don't
who it
wanna,
is?
I don't want to bring up.
Is he
athletes
famous?
Again. Yeah, he's an athlete.
Bitch, who?
Girl, I can't tell you.
ever meet a
Like
gay athlete?
it's so
Cover it like this.
wait, it's so big.
What, Assante
that
now?
It's so big that
I don't know.
that he was injured at the time, and so I would have had to ride his dick, and it was so big I literally only gave him head because I was like, I don't ride dick anyways. And I was like, to ride something that big.
That's a no.
There was just
like,
like,
I'm getting on the bus.
I was
Fuck
like,
you.
I'm just going to make you come with head because I'm not going to get on that.
Bitch, who?
I'll tell you off air.
I
bitch.
gotta know, bitch. I want to Google and I want to see what his girlfriend looked like. And I bitched that bitch in a wheelchair.
Oh no, they broke up. But anyway, so let me get to our next listener letter because, and I specifically wanted to do this with Asante on the show because if you have not listened to the Friend Zone, they talk. It's mental health,
wellness,
and one more. Come on, y'all say it every show. It's mental health, mental wellness, and.
Why are we doing this?
Why are we doing this?
Mental hygiene, because who in the
hell?
There
you go. Okay. So anyway,
got all them talk space ass.
You know, so, but so this one actually,
show up.
This one hit a nerve with me. So I kind of wanted to have this conversation. This is what we'll do to wrap up the show. So
no, it's never gonna be over.
I know, right? We never want you to go. It's okay. You're now the resident gay.
Yeah.
So this is a letter. I want you guys to know if you have any issues with our show or issues with something me or Weezy say or a guest, you guys really have no filter and write it into us with whatever you think. You guys can always email us at
already do
at horribledecisions@gmail.com or DM us. Of course, your DMs are now getting lost because we kind of lit now, so we don't see everything as much anymore. I'm just saying we don't see it as much anymore, guys.
I didn't say that.
You have to email us so we can see it.
And I'm not sure what the fuck you do.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Mansions.
Mandy's Hollywood.
It's fucking alive.
Mandy got real fucking Hollywood, dog. Mandy was getting Hollywood at that meet and greet. She was like, we were out of there at 11. I'm not going to be in there all night. I was like, damn.
You need somebody to put the foot down.
Hello, thank you.
Hold on. We getting our bank account set up, right? We're in Atlanta.
Ooh,
and so
Mandy's
sitting there, right? And she's just like, I don't have time for this. I don't have time. So, right? So the guy's like, listen, y'all are showing the articles of whatever, and like, I need to see a logo that's not Horrible Decisions or whatever. So we're asking Alex to do it for us because Alex is in the hotel.
This nigga.
So he's sending it in. The nigga sends in our logo with our business name, the company name, with fucking bananas there. And
you know,
the guy goes, I can't do adult entertainment. It's not. And this man's like, in Atlanta Bay, talking about, see, that's exactly why I can't do this. We don't have time for this. We have a show. We've got to get ready. We have to do mic check. And he's like, so you guys actors? Like, what the fuck?
I was not here for it. Anyways, y'all.
Yeah.
But yeah, make sure you email us at horribledecisions@gmail.com. So this one, I want to read. I would like both of y'all's comments, but can I please read her after this real quick? Thank you very much. So silence on the set. So we got an email and it says, this past month, I binge listened to your show. I truly love what you are doing with the show. As a kinky whore, I can relate to your stories. Matter of fact, your butt-licking BDSM show made me text my sir asking to lick his ass. Surprisingly, he approved. My small issue with the show...
She said small, so let's not go ham. And she has a valid point at the end.
She does not. Is the lack of diversity. Read me out. There aren't many dark-skinned female guests on your show as the Haitian guest. She's referring to Jessie Wu. I am not done catching up with the podcast. Different shades amongst the black community matter. As a dark-skinned woman, when I hear your story or your guest stories, it makes... Right. You feel I feel. Hold on. Let me finish. Hold on.
I agree with her.
No, this is as a dark-skinned woman, when I hear your story or your guest stories, it makes me wonder if their light to fair skin afforded these horrible opportunities. I am sure you know the history and the stereotypes of dark-skinned black women being seen as less than, so it would be great to hear from a dark-skinned whore. Thanks. Let me get to this. So,
do you want me to read the dark-skinned
real quick, we've had Candy Deep Throat. We've had Alicia / Miss Gooding. We've had Cuddy. We've had Jessie Wu. We've had Cake XXX on our BBW episode.
She wasn't dark-skinned.
I mean, she was brown. Let's not sit here and be colorist because this is the part that I fucking hate.
I think my mama was darker than her, but okay.
Weezy's mom is black. So this is my issue with the letter. This is probably episode 64. Me and Weezy have done a ton of episodes with just us. We have had gay males. We have had a white man. We've had a white woman.
I love that it's one of each.
It's A.
Everything.
We threw a little bit of
The
salt.
whole spectrum.
You know, but we've had a couple. We've had Latinos. We've had all shades of brown on this podcast. And what really irks me is all we talk about is black women, black empowerment, women empowerment. And so to get this letter asking for more black women, like we've had at least over a handful of black women on this podcast. And what irks me is to sit here and now divide our black community, which I think we do so often, by now saying, well, what about the darker skinned women? When we sit here and speak for black women.
But to be fair, Black Panther, we watched Lupita. When is the last time you seen someone that black be the fucking love interest?
This is
never.
But no, because I think
that is real.
There's a ton of black women, but this is my problem.
What dark skinned women? Like they're not depicted.
There is. There's a ton. There's Gabrielle Union. Which to me, she would be considered a dark-skinned woman. I don't know if you wouldn't consider her
I
one.
would.
Even if you go through the whole Girlfriends cast, there was only the light-skinned one.
You just went back to Girlfriends.
We could go.
That's a problem.
We could go to Blackish.
She's just saying there's representation.
I mean, I'm just saying there's representation, and there's a lot of different black-skinned women. So
I hear her though.
This is my issue. All we talk about is the empowerment of black women, dating as a black woman. We sit here as two biracial women, identify only as black women. So even when we discuss you deal with white guys, but you always come at it as being a black woman dating white guys. So the fact that she's even sitting here saying that our fair or light skin afforded us these, I'm friends with beautiful black women who have done all the hoes. They get flown out. They get niggas paying. They goddamn.
I know some dark skinned hoes now.
Who is out here fucking winning? So to sit
going.
here and make it seem like we're only having these experiences because we're lighter skinned women, to me, I had a huge issue with that because I'm friends with dark skinned women. And unfortunately, I don't like that. Yes, I understand the history of it, but to sit here and make yourself a victim, like I'm dark skinned, we need more dark skin representation, when all we do is cape for black women and black empowerment. It irks me.
There's nothing wrong with having more dark skin chicks though. Like,
bro, we're only on episode 63 and we gotta fit in black gays. We gotta fit in white gays. We gotta fit in couples. We have had such a broad, and everyone talks about how diverse.
Before, were they light skin? You had on light skin.
We've had a Latino gay. We've had a dark skin gay.
We had a black bisexual man. Then I interviewed a white and Asian couple. They were too.
A white and Asian couple.
Furthermore, now we gotta categorize all these fucking shits now because of this damn email.
Because of this email, which is like I
feel like I'm at Home Depot with the color palette. Like not him.
It's like I have every seasoning in my cabinet.
So the friendzone. You guys talk about a lot of points, and of course the Read, they talk about colorism as well a lot within the black community. What I don't know. You were annoyed when I was reading it. What was your take on this?
So here's what I wanted to say. What I will say actually, the person that wrote in, they wanted to see some representation, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I don't either.
But I will also
and
say,
she was kind of right.
I think we've had it.
But what I also will say is, no shade, but Google is free. And sometimes people write into your shows and they're asking things of you that you might have already done, and all you have to do is go back and see that.
Agreed.
So if she would have just nicely wrote in like, hey,
to be fair, we haven't had video enough for her to know that my mom was black enough or that Candy Deep Throat. We didn't have a video.
But we put all of their names.
Yeah, but she may not. If she's a listener,
but that's the thing.
And started watching, she probably would think.
If
you can still write it and ask though. Like that's the thing. I feel like she should still be able to write it and ask and request that, and then from there you can be like, hey.
So I do want you to know, we do have with the foot fetish. If you want to go back, if you're a listener,
she can't see how.
If you're dark skinned and feel like we don't represent dark skinned women on the show, I would like you to go back to a couple of our episodes. We have the episode with the foot fetish and pissing. That's with Miss Gooding.
That was a really good one too.
We have It's a Business featuring Candy Deep Throat. She was a dark skinned escort. We have Cuddy, who's brown. Passport Cuddy. Just look up Passport Cuddy. She's on there. Weezy's mom, God damn it, is black. So listen to the episode with Weezy's mom. They
was on the road. That was 8, 11, 12.
They was all right. So sis, listen, and then if you want to give props to the other shades of black women, we've had Imani.
But I do want to say this. You mentioned the Read, and I was listening to the Read, maybe it was last week, and they were talking about Meghan Markle. And this was something that kind of fucked me up because it really let me know that this is how people that are more brown than me and you do see things and how things are depicted.
Yeah.
Crystal said, we're not going to make Meghan black excellence, blah, blah, blah. She said something about her being half black. She mentioned that, right? And I'm laughing
Crystal
to myself
look
because
look.
this is to keep it 100. people really only fucking see how black someone is from how they either act or how it's looking. Obama was the same shit, dog. The same, and
they rep for
ever.
her. They didn't question him.
No,
he was black as fuck.
We all go.
Everybody.
I've heard them say like, "Oh, but he's a nigga to everybody else. Don't matter if he's half." But now Megan, is half out your mouth, huh?
So, I mean, they're from Chicago too, so it's a little different. Like with Megan, where's Megan from? Megan Markle.
She's from like Compton. She's from Compton. She was hanging with Serena Williams. That's like her friend.
Bruh, Serena was at the wedding talking about I'm going to my friend shit.
And it's fucking Megan Markle. She's from Compton. Why we can't give her that same credit that we give
But they won't.
Go ahead. What, Alex?
And that's the thing. It fucks it up.
But Weezy and Mandy, aren't y'all Spanish?
Here we go. Fuck mouse. No, we're not Spanish.
Oh my God.
You know what? I'm mad that Charlamagne had to check it. Nigga, you should have been the first one.
No, he did. He was like, they're black. He was the first one.
I ain't hear
me. But y'all know, Alex is still working on his voice. That's why y'all can't hear him all the time. He was like, they're black. He was still
I didn't have a mic.
I'm just saying, you're gonna be kind of low, nigga. No, but I just feel like when we're sitting here and we talk about
that shit was funny as fuck.
When we talk about being a black ass podcast and we talk about empowering black women and we speak from the black woman perspective, it just kind of irks me that then now we're segregating blacks by the shades of.
I don't discount, and don't get me wrong, like me being light skinned, I do not discount things that black or darker skinned women go through that I don't. I get it. But I also still feel like I don't think we've ever tried not to, because this is the thing. When me and Mandy are really talking about guests, we genuinely, and I want y'all to understand this, put a lot of effort into discussing who we want on. Alex is in the group chat. Yeah, and you can speak on this.
Annoying.
No, but we want to make sure that they're going to be raunchy enough, dirty enough, kinky enough. Shit, the white boy
or
we had
educational enough, right? How did Asante make the cut?
All these things.
Just
we know we needed a black gay, and who else better? That was where Asante came up. We were like, we can't keep. We had the light skinned biracial. I mean, not biracial. The bisexual man from the bi couple episode. Then I had a white and the Asian couple. And then we've had your friend that's a dark skinned gay though. Duh, Vinny.
Yeah, so we've had everything. So I don't. We are diverse.
Well, Vinny was episode 14. We on 60 something. We
are diverse.
So here's what I will say though. So for people of a darker complexion, or for actually all black people, don't matter what color, as we move further and further along in this age of social media, we have more conversations that start up, and I feel like there has always been that conversation that wasn't had on social media that became like one that we have all the time now about color.
Oh, I hate it.
And so like now it's all the time about black people standing together and then the different shades and then even how we're gonna work with our Afro-Latina brothers and sisters. Like it's just all about figuring out who we are in the world and where we are and how we respect each other.
Agreed.
But I think because we start to have these conversations, like this person writing this email, she's not saying anything wrong. It was just some of the shit was kind of annoying how we got there. That's why I was just in there like, oh,
Agreed.
Here we go again.
Agreed.
Like with this shit.
Right.
But it was really like not an unreasonable thing to be like, hey, like I'm dark skinned, I'm a hoe. Like where the dark skinned hoes at? And then you just be like, hey girl, like you ain't been listening long. Here go the dark skinned hoes. We
might even interview her. Right. Since you such a hoe, bitch, let's see.
Right. And then
we will do a light bright. Let's out-hoe each other.
But as we talk about hoe shit, we cannot for one moment act like niggas don't choose one over the other. And not that it's all niggas, because everybody has their preference. But for the longest time, we had to talk about these colorism issues in these music videos where it was all like light-skinned chicks. Like, where the bad dark-skinned chicks at? Where the bad big girls at? Like, where the girls at? Like, I think when we move further along in these things, we have to also remember, like, okay, this person is being kind of like late right now, but let me catch them up, let me school them so we can all be on the same page.
Yeah, I haven't responded to her, so maybe I'll just respond with the episodes that she can find, the dark-skinned women we've had. And like I said, even coming up like with our guests, we literally just try to make it so diverse.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I almost don't care what people look like anymore. Like even if we can't do video, like if it's someone that doesn't want to be on tape, like we just want really good content.
Yes.
But people of color is always first.
Right.
I've never really considered the shade.
We've had we've had one white guy, one white girl. I don't think we need any more. No, I'm just playing.
But
I mean, well, no. you might be playing, but I don't think you said anything wrong. So
now I'm gonna think about it. I'm glad she wrote in because I am gonna think about it, and I think it's something to say that I'll admit it's forgot about.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. And that's why I also think like when you have niggas up here, you can even go through probably their Rolodex and see what type of bitches they be choosing. They might mostly be light skinned.
Let me tell you something. I said this on a podcast that I was featured on.
You be dating light
the dude was saying
I'm gonna show you some pictures.
It's crazy how you're so pro black with they white boys.
Well, no, because I don't.
What?
We'll come back to that. just because shout out to Jessica Lee, who just dropped a book. You know, her husband's white, and people always do. They're like, "Oh my gosh, she's so pro-black, and she's got a white husband."
The same with Childish Gambino and his white ass white.
But Jordan Peele wrote Get Out, and like,
right.
But this is what I said to him though. I said, listen, I've been with black men that have said to my face, and it made me feel terrible, like I was light enough, or I didn't. Dead ass. They'd be like, "Oh, well, you
pretty babies." Like there's, like
I had niggas be like, "Oh, no, I fuck with black girls," but like they right where you at, like a little bit more, and like that shit feels terrible.
Lover Girl said that, and a lot of our guests had some issue with it.
She said, "I like mixed girls."
I
like.
She did. Oh no, she said, "I like black girls as long as they're mixed with something else." Is pretty much what she said on the show. She did? Oh, and everyone was like, I'm surprised.
That's right, because I said they about to hate your ass.
And they were mad that they thought that you would have checked her if anyone. But we had a lot of comments
and there was nothing I could say.
Where even she said that. So yeah, there is a thing with preference, but I still think that there's a way to and she
why didn't you check her since I should have did it?
That's your girlfriend.
Exactly.
No, I'm saying we were standing here.
That's your girlfriend, though. There's no way I'm going to check your girlfriend on air,
You just said they thought you should have checked her.
Because
she was not my girlfriend.
You talk about pro-blackness.
She was not my girlfriend. Let's stop for a second. It was a lesbian chick that we interviewed.
Because shit went south. Now you see. But this
did I claim her on the show?
This bitch was posting her all over social media, goddamn.
I posted pictures of her. Who said anything?
That's enough.
Right, that's enough with this.
We might have to cut a little bit.
Right, but we gonna go ahead. Anyways, before we go out, before we go out, I do want to line up what we have coming up, guys. So June 2nd, I will be in Brooklyn at Girl Mob Day. Come and see me out. I'm actually a panelist, and we're going to be discussing sexual liberation and women empowerment.
Yes.
So if you guys are in Brooklyn, I'll be posting the flyer all of this week. It's Girl Mob Day. This is the second annual one. It's going to be nothing but women. There's going to be a ton of like vendors there to give just good shit for us women.
Is it free?
It's not free. You guys can purchase tickets. I will be putting the link up for you guys to come purchase tickets. It'll be me and 8 other panelists discussing everything from mental health,
that girl I want to interview,
wealth, and sexual liberation. So it's about 3 panel discussions. There's three people each panel, and it's just going to be a really good time. So I hope to see you guys out there. And then that's June 2nd, which is this Saturday. And then June 6th, what we got going on, Asante?
At HEYASSANTE is my social media.
Yes.
Hey Assante. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter. I have a show coming up. It's a musical comedy game show called If I Were a Rapper.
Yes.
It is the second time that I'm doing this. I have asked Weezy to join me and one of my co-hosts from the Friendzone podcast at Look at Dustin.
He's one of those that makes me want to be a gay man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He's one like I follow a whole bunch. I would fuck the shit out of Dustin.
Well,
God damn.
I thought to myself, this is probably the only opportunity that Weezy will get to be demolished by Dustin. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe.
He did say he was gonna beat your ass. He said it wasn't even gonna be a competition. I heard it on the show. He was like,
"Yo, I'm about to."
He laughed like.
By the way, what made you pick me?
I just think you're fun. I feel like it's you know what?
But
the show
also,
itself
I
is
am
a
not
fun
your show genre, nigga. Like I am not.
It's a you know what the show genre is basically just to have people get up and get out and do something. Like
right.
when you want to go out and do something, you can go to a club, you can go to a bar, you can come to this fucking game show. And I think it's interesting to do something where people don't just have to sit the whole time because I'd be having a lot of the musical breaks during the whole thing. People have to sing the words and get up and be drunk and shit.
Yeah, DJ was
and he had wine last time, y'all.
That shit was only like $3 or something. That was a good price.
Yes, Pompette Wine Shop.
Can you make sure Pompette?
Oh yes.
Is in stock this time.
Yeah, because that shit ran out by the time I went to go get
Crystal drank it all.
Crystal drank all of
it. Because we're on the subject, my homeboy has a wine shop in Harlem. It's black owned. It's called Pompette Wines. It's on 420 Lenox Avenue back store. It's on 131st Street. So go up there, visit the store.
You got a hat on right now, damn.
Yeah, I told you it's my homeboy's wine shop.
That's awesome.
I rep his shit. It's black owned.
Yes, black excellence.
They do wine tastings Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays. So if you want to get a little
just free
twisted,
wine,
just free wine.
Where in Brooklyn?
In Harlem.
In Harlem, but she don't go above 42nd Street, so.
23rd, huh?
But anyways, if we're gonna continue talking about things to do on the side, if you guys have not known yet, this is our first time actually even really truly mentioning this on the show. We got our live show June 22nd in New York City, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah,
we got 30 tickets left.
I don't even know why you promoting it.
I don't even know why we promoting it. We got 30 tickets left, so we're dropping this episode tomorrow. Y'all. Tickets probably gonna be sold out this week. So if you want to come. Also, there's no standing room.
I haven't been posting it because I know my friend's gonna be late.
This bitch got mad. I posted it. She's like, "Can you stop posting the flyer? My friends haven't all bought their tickets yet." I said, "They're bad."
Okay, shit.
They're bad.
I just I knew
what they waiting on.
Right.
Word.
Hello.
No. It's not that. It's like
They ain't waiting for a check.
You know who's flying here for the show?
Carla.
Veronica.
Okay, well, shout out. We got our homegirls from Orlando coming up again. Shit, I'm 30 podcast. My motherfucking bitch. She coming back up here to turn the fuck up.
Yeah, they cool.
But yeah, if you guys are in the New York City area, this is June 22nd. It's a Friday night. Come and check us out. Like I said, there's literally 30 tickets left. VIP is sold out. VIP with a t-shirt is sold out. And early bird is sold out. So y'all got two options. Get your life. Come and see us. It's going to be a really good time. It's going to be really fun. If you came to the first one, you already know how much fun we have. I'm excited to see you guys
Some girl bought a ticket because she said she's trying to fuck Wax.
Wax did say he coming too. So pull up. If you guys want dick offerings, there's going to be Alex's dick, Wax's dick, and maybe Assante's dick. So we're going to have dick offerings available.
The gentlemen available.
We be having a few.
Oh, remember them gays in the...
Hold on. Real quick. Before we go, because we're about to go.
You know, we was in Atlanta, so some gays in the back. Some niggas talking about, I don't really know about, I'm trying to do double anal, and it keeps slipping out.
Dicks keep slipping out.
I said, damn, maybe they was too big. He was like, that wasn't it. But anyway, so some niggas in the front raised their hand, took the mic, talking about, this is just a pro hoe tip. You need to get a water soluble lube.
And gave the tip just like that. And I was
sorry to run the show. Sorry to stop your show, sis, but
I was just like, because when he's asking us that, me and her both haven't even done DP. So we're like, maybe it's just too wet, like the lube. And we try to sit here and act like we know a little bit of
friction. You gotta have some friction. Make one dry dick and one wet.
And they was like, we got the answer.
They was right in the front too.
It was right in the front.
Excuse me.
Real quick, because I don't think we said it enough in the beginning of the show. I want to thank every single person who came out to the Atlanta live show. It was about 300 people. I wouldn't have imagined us to do that size of a crowd.
Did you see the girl who talked about her dad? Did you see that email?
No.
This girl, sorry to get sappy at the end, but it was just so sweet to me. This girl said that she had got out the house for the first time or whatever since her dad killed himself. She's like, I have never, it was my first laugh and it felt so good. And I remember her because she was in the front and we were talking about bukkake. And I was just like, oh my God. But it just made me feel so good because you want to know that people are there to learn shit and laugh with you and feel good.
Yes, it was a feel good show. Shout out again to the B Simone for hosting, making everyone laugh. Y'all had great ass pickup lines that we were dying listening to backstage. Also, shout out to the Plaza Theater for housing us, and once again, shout out to SheOrgasms, Melanin Milk, and Spunk Lube.
Spunk Lube.
We got you with the Spunk Lube.
Okay.
I'll give you the big bottle. We got a big one I was going to give away. But I'm going to give it to you next time I see, or I'll have her bring it to the show on June 6th. So if you guys want to, again, get out and have something fun to do, go out and see Weezy, Dustin, and Asante on June 6th.
Next Wednesday. And again, I'll be in Brooklyn June 2nd. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Make sure y'all follow Asante everywhere at Hey Asante. We'll put all of the description in the bio. Thank you again to all of our patrons. Thank you to everybody. Shout out Alex Media. Y'all go slide in his DMs. And this has been yet another episode of Horrible Decision.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.
Yeah,